careful. I'll have to arrest you for impersonating a park bench.
How you doing?
How am I doing? Well, as exciting as it may seem, I'm taking a little stroll through the park, trying to pick up my quota of litter bugs and jaywalkers.
Is that what you're doing here?
Actually, I was sort of taking a shortcut. Thought I'd put the cuffs on a few trees, do something exciting. What about you? Still got a problem with Anna?
Yeah, who else?
Have you talked to her lately?
For all the good that does.
What happened?
Well, I saw her and I begged her to come back to me.
You got a big no, huh?
Yeah, well, to be frank about it, if we hadn't been at 30,000 feet at the time, she would have walked out on me. As far as she's concerned, I'm history.
Kind of thrown in the towel?
I'm not going to do that. She's the only woman who ever meant anything to me. I've got to get her back.
Okay. Basically, you're saying we have to start over.
We can't afford not to.
Yeah, but how did the DVX find out so much about the WSB in the first place?
How isn't important. What we're going to do about it is.
You know, we can't use any of our old codes.
We have to assume that the Bureau has been penetrated to every level.
So obviously we take nothing for granted.
And confide in no one.
And don't use any ordinary channels of communication at all.
This is war. There is no ordinary.
Yeah, but our problem is to rebuild an entire organization.
Sit down. Look, what we have to do is establish new codes, roosters, signals, anything the DVX may be onto. I mean, they've been planning this one for a long time.
And they'll be waiting for us to fight back as well.
If they don't get to us first.
It's never been easy to get them off guard. Now it's going to be almost impossible.
I mean, do they honestly believe that they can destroy the Bureau by eliminating all the top agents?
They've got 2 of them.
And we're next.
Starting with you. Number 3 with a bullet.
Ah, it's nice to be wanted.
However, I have a wee notion as to how we might counterattack.
Got a few ideas of my own, lad.
We've got to find the DVX assassin.
Find him and kill him. In that order.
I don't know what else to do. How do you win back a woman who hates you?
That I don't know. Felicia and I have had our differences, but she's always come around and forgiven me. I don't know what I'd do if she didn't.
Well, I've tried everything.
I wish I could help you, Duke, but you gotta admit, Anna's a woman that has a mind of her own. Sometimes dealing with her is like banging your head against a brick wall. Sometimes it's more painful.
There's got to be some way to get through to her.
Well, you did that once. I'm not so sure you're gonna get a second chance with her.
Come on, man. We love each other. We belong together.
Well, what should be and what is don't always coincide in love. You know that.
You know, I don't think I've ever come across such a hard-headed woman.
I agree with you there. She is one of the most hard-headed, stubborn women I've ever run against. You know, if there's one person who could handle her, it's Robert.
Well, thank you very much, but I wonder what he would do in my shoes.
Well, he's really happy with Holly, you know that. You and Anna, you make a great pair.
Yes, the problem is she doesn't see that.
At the moment, there's no predicting what's going to happen in the future, right? So don't kill yourself over it.
Well, the only future I want is with her. I'm going to make that happen.
I wish you all the luck in the world. You'll have to excuse me. I have to go to PCPD and turn in my allotment of parking tickets.
I'll see you.
Yeah.
Uncle Duke!
Hey! Hello. Oh, I missed you too. How are you? Hello.
Hello, Duke.
What are you two doing here in the park?
We're on our way home from school.
Oh. How was your trip to New York? Tell me all about it.
Great, but it would have been more fun with you.
Yeah, well, someday we'll get to go there together.
I wish I was calling you Daddy.
Well, I wish you were calling me Daddy too, but well, that didn't happen. Not this time.
Well, I think we better be going,
I
eh?
have a present for you at home.
Oh yeah, well, is it gonna stay at home, or are you gonna send it over to me?
If you come home with me, then you can have it.
I don't think that's such a good
come
idea.
on. Come on, let's go.
I don't think it's.
Come on, you'll love it. It'll be fun.
I don't
Maybe
know.
Mommy will
Give
be
me
home.
something else.
Thank you.
You're going to need a cover while you're here, Robert.
Well, I've been trying to think of something, but nothing quite seems appropriate.
I think I've got the perfect setup.
What?
I'm going to be opening a PI agency. Why don't you join the firm? That way you can investigate the DVX undercover while still working as a legit detective.
When are you open for business?
I should be getting my license in the week. I spoke to the commissioner in New York, and he said that he'd rush things up a bit.
What about officers?
I don't have any yet, but you could help me find some.
You know, this is just corny enough to work.
Of course it'll work. What's more natural than two ex-agents and former high-ranking cops opening a detective agency together?
Make that 3 ex-agents. Huh?
No.
What do you mean, no? You two really don't think you're going to keep me out of this partnership, do you?
Look, it's going to look too suspicious if you just suddenly up from HTI and join our agency. Better, at the moment, if you maintain a professional distance from us,
All right. That makes sense to me. But that doesn't mean I won't be able to carry my weight around here, even if I have to do it on the sly. We'll cover my whereabouts through my secretary, Culpepper.
Good, I'm counting on your help. And incidentally, to avoid any other suspicions, I feel I should stay here, just like I did the last time.
You're welcome.
Good. Gives me a chance to spend some time with Robin.
Speaking of Robin, don't you think we should do something to ensure her safety? You know, it's not going to take a DVX genius to figure out how to get to you two through her.
You know, Sean's right. What are we going to do with her?
I could send her to Italy with Philomena. I don't really want to, but under the circumstances...
We've got no choice. But listen, let's wait for a week. I'd like to spend a little bit of time before we give her her marching orders.
Yeah. She'll love Italy anyway.
And it'll make you and I rest a lot easier knowing that she's safe.
If you rest at all, that is. I mean, until Robin leaves, it's going to be Couch City for you.
Do you know that my chiropractor retired to a private island courtesy of this bloody couch?
Oh, it's really not that
I
bad.
knew I bought it for a reason. You want some coffee?
Please.
Make a pot.
I will indeed.
Thank you.
This Duke business has really gotten to her.
Oh, it's done more than just gotten to her. She's devastated. She has definitely joined the ranks of the walking wounded.
I can tell she's holding a lot back.
She's hurting, Robert. And I don't have the slightest idea how to help her right now.
Any chance of a reconciliation?
At the moment? No. No, she seems to not want to have anything to do with Duke. I'm going to help her with that coffee. She'll forget the cinnamon for sure.
Anna? Don't forget the cinnamon. Still improving. That's fantastic. Yeah, look, I'll check back later. Thank you. Well, her condition's been upgraded, and she's on the mend.
Yeah, thank God for that. Yeah, Robert, it was touch and go there for a while that she'd even survive. We all know how lethal that MOX-36 can be.
Ah, yes, but Bobby's a Spencer. God help any germ that tries to take her out. I just hope she gets her legs back.
I hope so, too. I'll tell you, she was one gutsy lady during that hospital siege.
Frisco was good, too, apparently.
He certainly was. Robert, you would have been so proud of him. I mean, he handled the DVX like a WSB veteran.
You know, when Frisco finds out we're on the DVX hit list, he's not going to let us out of his sight.
I've been thinking the same thing.
We may have a problem, though. He's been talking to me about becoming a WSB agent. I mean, I don't think there's any contest with him. He thinks it's one glamorous adventure after another.
It's one thing to acquit yourself well against the DVX first time round, but this time they're gunning for anybody and everybody allied to the Bureau. We can't throw in an amateur, even a talented one, into a crossfire like that.
Well, you know, I'm in two minds as to whether he should even join the Bureau. I don't want him putting his marriage on rocks just because he wants to go gallivanting around playing some cloak and dagger games all over the place, you know? I mean, it's a kiss of death for a relationship.
Yeah, nobody should have to put up with that. I'm going to get a refill.
Coffee's good. Nutmeg helps.
Mommy, look who I found at the park. Mommy, did someone come to visit? Whose suitcases are those? Mommy?
You remember me?
Daddy! Oh,
Oh, sweetheart.
I didn't know that you were coming.
Well, it was sort of a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Who called you this time? Not me.
Welcome back, Robert.
G'day, mate. Good to see you. How you been?
I've been better. I'll run along home. I see you're having a family reunion. Let's go, Boo.
But you didn't get your present.
Some other time. Thank you. Bye.
So, how's Holly?
we go into the other room and have a little chat? Come on.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, damn.
Go on.
I'm
Simmer down.
so
Simmer
sick and
down.
tired of Duke meddling in my life. He followed me to New York, and now he's using my child to get to me. I'm going to sort it out. Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Bad day?
Oh, no, honey, it's another real thriller.
Well,
I fall asleep on this stupid job.
this assignment's not going to last forever.
Oh, maybe not. They may give me a desk job. Probably be better.
Don't get discouraged. There's no reason to do anything drastic. There's lots of excitement right here in Port Charles. You're going to be on a red-hot case real soon.
At this rate, I'll probably be solving it from a wheelchair.
I really enjoyed having Dusty around. You're right. He's a great guy. I hope Terry can convince him to come to the club tonight.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me, I talked to Duke earlier. He's really lost without Anna.
I hope they get back together for the both of their sakes.
Yeah.
I say, I'm working my way around the world selling nuclear weapons. Can I interest you in a couple?
Hey, welcome home.
Oh, it's good to be home, I tell you.
Home? I thought home was Australia.
Well, you two look good. That married life must be agreeing with you.
That's the only thing that does. Listen, I'd really like to talk to you if you got some time in the next day or so.
Sure. Plenty of time.
So it brings you back to Port Charles.
Well, I was wondering how the place was getting along without me.
Well, how long you staying?
Could be a while this time.
Did you bring Holly along?
No, Holly couldn't make it.
Oh, that's too bad. We'd really like to see her.
Look, I think you should know something. Been a bit of a change in my life since I saw you last. Holly, unfortunately, died in a plane crash.
What?
Oh, sorry about that, Robert.
Yeah.
Hey, guys! Returns! God, safe for sore eyes!
Oh, good to see you guys.
Having problems, are we?
It was an accident. Drag yourself away from the family reunion?
I cut it short to come and see you, actually.
Well, I'm very flattered.
Don't
Thank
be.
you.
Don't be flattered. We've got to sort something out.
Well, you've made your feelings perfectly clear.
Then why do you continue to ignore them?
You know the answer to that.
Robin loves you. I haven't forbidden her coming to see you, but I will if you continue to do this.
Do what?
You use my daughter to get to me.
What the hell is the matter with you, woman? You know what that child means to me. I love her dearly. I'd never use her to get to you.
Oh, come on, Duke.
What, you don't believe me? If I want to come see you, I'll come see you as a man, not clinging to some little girl's skirts. How dare you assume otherwise? You want to slam the door in my face, and that is your privilege. But don't you ever accuse me of exploiting her affection to get my own end. Do you understand that?
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry. Unlike other people, I don't call in outside help to solve my problems.
Meaning what?
Meaning Robin didn't send for Robert this time. She said so herself.
You think I did? Oh, do you think I'm in such a mess that I had to send for my knight in shining armor?
Well, it certainly seems that way. You remember what you said to me yesterday? You told me Robert was your first love. You never said anything about him being your last. What, you denying that you sent for Robert?
I didn't send for him.
Oh, so he just appeared out of thin air, then?
He came for his own reasons, and they have nothing to do with us.
And what does his lovely wife think about this?
She's dead.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
I just found out about him myself.
So Robert's come here to spend time with you and Robin, is that it?
Well, I don't think there's much left for him in Australia.
What are his plans?
Regarding what?
For dealing with his life, occupying his time, and making a living.
He's going to be working with me.
Oh.
I've asked him to be my partner in the detective agency.
I see. What else?
That's it.
I don't think so.
Excuse me? What else could there be?
You tell me. I think you're hiding something.
Like what?
Well, like reason number one, you're not trying to deny it. Number two, it's written all over your face. I think there's more than a private investigation agency at stake here. What are you hiding?
Our relationship with Robert hasn't changed. I'm still as independent as I ever was. And as impatient.
Don't call me Anna. Don't waste your time. What are you trying to hide? Who's keeping secrets now?
Well, all things considered, I guess it was quite a homecoming.
Robin must be thrilled that you're home.
Yeah, well, she and Philomena threw me out of the place. Well, I think they're preparing one of Robin's surprise dinners. Who knows?
Uh-oh. $10 says it's a pizza with everything.
Look, I really want to thank you for all you've done for her. It's a big load off my mind knowing that you and Sean and Buzz are there for my kid.
Well, it's my pleasure. I've enjoyed spending time with her.
She adores the both of you. So does her mother. With all that Anna's gone through lately, I know she appreciates every friend she's got.
So you heard the whole story.
Yeah.
Duke's... he's in bad shape.
Well, I've been there before. I wish I could help him. But, well, maybe it's best he realizes that the whole thing's over. From what I understand with Anna, it is.
Are you sure Anna won't change her mind?
I've known Anna for a long time. When she locks into a course of action, it's difficult to get her to change her mind.
So what do you got lined up?
Well, I'm going to join Anna's PI firm for a while.
Will you be getting a place of your own?
Well, when I get settled, for the time being, I'm going to stay with Robin.
We have to get back to the club.
Well, let me sign out and I'll meet you out front, okay, sweetheart?
I'll bring the car.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you later.
Oh, I hope so, sweetheart. So, working on anything interesting these days?
Yeah, my tan. I'm bored to death around this place, Robert. It's making me crazy. That's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. I'm considering applying for the WSB. I want to find out what you thought about it.
Well, I'm not exactly unbiased to the Bureau, or you for that matter.
Well, that's why I value your opinion. So if you got some time the next couple of days, I'd sort of like to pick your brain a little bit.
But my pleasure.
So not right now. But I do have a couple minutes. So what's going on?
What do you mean?
You know, are you on some sort of case? Planning on going undercover or what?
You've been watching too much television.
Now, don't give me that. Every time you come back to this town, you got something going on. I can smell it in the wind now. Come on, cough it up.
Well, this time I hope it's just a change of the weather, because I'm in no mood for any more storms.
One more.
Got it.
Hey, you know, I can't figure her out. I don't know if Terry really wants a career in music, or if she just wants the freedom to play around and everything that goes along with it.
Well, why don't you ask her point blank? Take my word for it, there's no substitute for honesty in a relationship.
I'm not sure if what we have going here really qualifies as a relationship. It's more like an armed truce, really.
Just want to help you now. You won't find the answer in there. If you could, I'd join you, believe me.
Yeah, this is Duke's Club.
I'm just glad Terry got you to change your mind. How'd she do it?
Well, she promised to wear the towel next time.
What?
Only she doesn't know it yet.
What?
Don't ask. okay? It's a nice jacket.
Oh, thanks. I stole it from a friend.
I'm sure you look much better in it than she did.
Oh, does that mean I get to keep it?
Where would you like to sit?
I want to sit ringside. I want to hear every breath Terry takes.
Well, there's a way.
How are you,
Hello.
Duke?
I want to introduce him to you, stranger.
Oh, well, this is
Dusty Walker,
This is...
Duke Lavery.
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
You got a nice place here. It's real nice, sort of a pseudo-Moroccan kind of thing. Huh?
Thank
I
you.
understand the entertainment is top-notch.
Who told you that?
The entertainment.
Ah, well, I won't argue with that. So if you were a personal friend of Terry's, why not have this, which is the best table in the entire house?
Looks perfect. Just put it on their tab.
Listen,
No, the
let me
credit's
ask-
not good.
Let's call headquarters. You're right there.
Make yourself at home. Have fun. Before you sit down, I'd like to talk to you.
What's up?
So Scorpio, Anna.
Well, so did we at the station.
You know them both well. Am I going crazy, or is it possible there's something between them again? Now tell me the truth. I want to know.
I don't know. I'm telling you the truth, I don't know. They've loved each other once, and what happens from there, I couldn't tell you.
Listen, I'm not naive. I know what there was between them once, but that was a long, long time ago. Anna loves me. I mean, she keeps going on about independence. Now, why would she bother if she didn't care for me? The only thing is she doesn't know that.
Yeah, I'll get on it first thing in the morning. All right.
Briscoe.
What?
So I understand you have a house guest.
Yeah, Dusty Walker. You met him yet?
No, I haven't had the pleasure. Who is he?
Oh, he's a friend of a friend's.
What's he like?
Well, he's a nice guy. A little rough around the edges, but he's sort of irresistible when it comes to women.
Oh?
I think we have a new ladies' man looming in the brownstone. Come on, sit down. You just what I need to hear.
But no, I've got to get back to your bar.
Great.
You guys have fun.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Duke's. I'm going to be changing my repertoire tonight. Music.
What are you talking about?
Duke is worried that Robert's back in town.
Oh, honey, would you please keep your nose out of other people's business and let them work out their own problems?
I am just an innocent bystander. Robert is another story.
I thought I'd find you here. Care for an Italian ice?
My goodness. Reminds me of Italy. Happiest days of my life.
Some of mine, too.
Yeah. I don't remember ever being unhappy then. I just seem to have this memory of us laughing and dancing around the village square. It would go on forever. Silly, really.
No. Just sad.
Oh, boy. We lost something, didn't we?
Yeah.
You know, I fell apart when I broke up. I mean, it hurt so much. I almost wish I'd never met you.
Well, as painful as that involvement might have been, don't forget that something pretty wonderful came out of it. Our daughter. That really makes it all worthwhile.
I know. I don't know what I'd do without her. We, didn't make a great couple, but as parents, I think we do very nicely.
Knowing she's here makes most of this bearable.
Especially now.
You know, when I found out about Holly, I had to come back. I knew that. I needed a security blanket. You two are it.
I wish there was something I could do to make you feel better.
I was feeling the same way. I know how much Duke meant to you.
He filled a void. I desperately needed him, desperately. I guess I paid for that one.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been all bad.
No. He's a wonderful man. He's lovely. It was a mistake. Glad I didn't get married, really.
Might have been different if you had.
No. Marriage has to be based on love and trust, honesty. Oh, We didn't have any of that. We loved each other. But that's not enough, is it?
Here.
What?
Your ice is melting.
What a pair.
Just look at him. I mean, the guy's barely hit town and she's all over him.
And what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. What would you suggest?
Well, I suggest for a start you stop feeling sorry for yourself. Do you love Terry?
Well, I wouldn't be ready to strangle her friend or her if I didn't.
Then you got to fight for her. This is not the time to play hard to get. If you really want that little lady badly enough, then you'll do anything to keep her.
Robert and Philomena should have finished our special dinner by now.
Oh, no. Philomena's done most of the cooking.
You prejudiced against chocolate pizza?
No, it's the ice cream with the French fries I don't like.
Come on.
Can I ask you something? If it's personal or, I'm out of line. You said that Holly had gone away on this plane for a while. Had you quarreled?
Every marriage has its ups and downs.
But you were in love. What happened?
It wasn't Holly's fault.
Well, it wasn't your fault.
If only I could have talked to her. Communication, that was always the strong point in our relationship. And in the end...
But you had a good marriage.
But do you suppose that she felt that maybe there was a part of me that she could never share?
Why would she feel that?
I don't know. I mean, I've never been with another woman. Not in the way that she might have thought. But I did.
You did come back here when Robin called you. Did that bother her?
I don't know. I never thought so. I always felt that she understood that part of my life.
She could have misinterpreted it, though. I mean, she could have felt you were making excuses why you came back here, or that I was still a very important part of your life. I wish I'd talked to her. I wish I'd just told her that she was wrong and that it wasn't like that.